G'day mate and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD, and this time we're doing something a little bit different. So, make a long story short, Easter Sunday, I attempted to do a live stream, you know, open map with you guys, because I used to do them all the time. They were really, really fun. I just haven't had the time of late to actually get on and host a game and run it. And the other catch was if I called it for the day and I had to log off, then nobody else could play either because my machine was hosting it. So I teamed up with the guys over at Explosive Gaming, and long story short, I used to play on their servers 2.5, 3 years ago, all the time. Actually a mod on a lot of their servers, and said, can I borrow a server just for a one-day event? You know, I didn't figure I'd go any longer. I figured we're set up as a death world. We'll see whether we can last 4 hours, maybe 8 if we're pushing it, because we made it really, really hard. And left it at that. And then, as with life, shit came out of nowhere. And long story short, I couldn't actually even go on and live stream. This is why Easter weekend I was really, really hoping to have a live stream up and running, but it just failed. Now, I had asked on Discord quite repeatedly, alright, if anybody was interested, gave them the time, because Discord is where you find the latest of the latest information. It's where I can easily jump on and say, hey, doing a live stream in 5 hours. It's also where I break most of my promises, because stuff comes up in those 5 hours and the live stream doesn't happen. If it goes up on Twitter or up on the actual channel, there's been a lot more concrete added, but also a lot shorter notice. So it's a catch-22. Anyway, server went up, I couldn't make it on, didn't get it on for like 6 or 8 hours later, just because life. And jumped in, and we had spaghetti. We had, wow, there was some special stuff going on here. Lots of people came as prepared as I did into any new game where I have no blueprints whatsoever, and just went onto the internet, found the first blueprint that sort of did what they want, and pasted it into the game. So there was some very special construction going on, I'll say that much. Now, a lot of good players have spent a lot of time on the server. We're up to, well, server's been running 5 days, and we're up to 73 hours worth of actual playtime. So somebody's physically been on this server for 73 hours. There is an AFK timer, so if you sit here and idle for too long, you get booted. Anyway, we now have a lot neater set up. We have, you know, a proper beaconed 8 lanes of copper, 8 lanes of iron. We're still trying to pull coal out that was just in the way of our main base. We are still doing steel in steel smelters because partially, one, why not? And partially, two, because nobody else has actually got in here and fixed it yet, you know. If you've got a problem with something, fix it yourself. We have, this only got done in the last hour or so, a really, really nice green chips setup, and this is Oleg's fault entirely. It's beautifully done. You remember he did the 2.4K belt base, only, I think it went up on the channel about a month ago now. So, he's taken what he's learnt there and modified it, and I think this one runs a lot better. He did have problems with the old one where the wire machine didn't always, the inserters would sometimes crash and they couldn't pick up, and then a save and a load would fix, you know, this inserter but break that inserter. It was a little bit, yeah. But this setup works a lot better. We've got a full belt of red circuits coming out, a full belt of blue circuits coming out. Like, the games, the base had a lot of work done to it. We've got a red science, a green science, a military science. We have this monstrosity, and I have no idea who to blame on this one because it's been upgraded, modified, tweaked, and so many times since, and people keep pasting down these bloody... Long story short, like I said, everybody went to the internet, they got special... You know, they came as prepared as I did, i.e. not a single blueprint in their inventory, and went off to the internet and found something that looks like it worked for what they wanted. And this monstrosity appeared. And it has wasted so many resources with uncapped chests and all sorts of crap. It's a piece of junk. But it is a make everything, and it makes just about everything. Yellow Science still needs a complete overhaul because we've just speed moduled it because we haven't got around to actually fixing it. Same with Purple Science. Purple Science just got speed moduled as well because nobody fixed it. In fact, it hasn't even been upgraded to tier 3 assemblers. It's that bad. Skynet finally got an upgrade because this was the original Skynet. Hello. We're talking about the way I chew through bots and leave them left behind. So Blue Science needs a full overhaul. So we've got module production finally running. We've got rockets. We've got everything. Who's this? If he stands still long enough, it's Vlad. Vladimir is very, very quickly going off and building more Kvoraks, because, you know, you can never have too much Kvoraks. 2.9k. Nah, not nearly enough. We need more Kvoraks processing. I just rebuilt oil, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I basically used the knowledge gained from my 3,000, you know, science pack oil and stripped it down to a much smaller... Yeah, we're not cracking nearly fast enough. Stripped it down to a much smaller 1k, because that's the next plan for the base, to build up to a 1k. 1k science packs per minute base. Alright. We've got solar being placed down. We've got a little bit of everything. Now, is set up... Yeah, that's a horrible place to cross the line. Do not cross the train tracks there. Anyway, it's set up as a death world. So, the biters are thick. And see that? Woo. You can hear them. You can hear them. That be some pissed off biters. This is what you get. You get a roaming pack of biters like this. They're just checking out everything, you know. If a player comes anywhere near me, they are dead. The whole continent was like this. We've actually stripped out the whole continent. We've got to the edges. And now we're wondering, do we really want to expand? Because, you know, the biters not be nice. We have further equipped ourselves. We've got just a tiny artillery train. And that one's not requesting. So... Actually, let's take the artillery train for a bit of a wander. Now, it is a modified server. Artillery at Wall 3. Where's that? No, let's not go there. Let's go to... Arty Far East. Arty Far East. Circuit condition. Go. We are running nuclear fuel, but these things are big and heavy, so take a little while to accelerate. So whilst I'm at it, let's turn on that one. So that's the Discord channel name, and I will happily say, look, it's an open server. It is modded. We have added some mods to make the biters a little bit nastier, and we've got this lovely stuff up here, which I'll get to in a second, which is actually provided by the guys at Explosive Gaming, which have done a wonderful job in setting up the server, tweaking the server. We've had a couple of desync issues, so they'll be, you know, reasonably quick on, even at like 3 AM in the morning their time, to jump on and restart the server for us. It's been fun. It's been fun. In fact, when I start firing artillery, there's a good chance we're going to have another desync. Just because in one of the mods there seems to be an issue with artillery and desyncing. But it is a death world. So if you jump on a Discord, and I'm not gonna the link was just on the screen. I'll also put it in the description. It's always in the description of every video. You can jump on the Discord server and you can ask the lovely Nightbot robot. Right. Yeah, we'll watch the artillery start. Ooh. So, this is what we have. You have groups of biters like this. Where are we firing? We're not firing anywhere south anymore. We took everything out. Yeah, this is what we have. Just small groups of tiny biters. Oh, there's more over here. That sit there and wait for us to come close. Now, originally, we shared the continent with them, obviously. Right? Our starter base was here. And we built around here. And this was solid wall-to-wall red. Like this. We really set up a death world. And, you know, we've built a few artillery. And we've cleared out a few of the neighbours. And, like I said, this has a habit of causing desyncs. But we've done a lot of work, basically. So I'm opening up. I'm opening up anybody who wants to come and join. And I'll be honest, I've been getting on for 1 to 4 hours every day. Because it's really good to play with you guys again, to be honest. Anybody who wants to come along, wants to join, you're more than welcome to. The factory is pretty much at the stage where look, you can spawn in and request a power armor. Or just walk over and pick one up. The guys over at Explosive Gaming have tweaked the hang on, we'll stand here. So we are playing online. And really? Can you not make that turn? Can't make that turn. Go further forward. So, the guys over at Explosive Gaming, they're really, really good, and they do understand it's a multiplayer server. And worse than that, it's a multiplayer server hosted in France, which is, like, great for the Europeans, not too bad for those in America. For me in Australia, I got a 300 millisecond ping. It's far from excellent. So, there's a couple of things that are set up. So, we've got a job list. So you can actually log in and see what needs to be done. Hopefully people will fill this out a little bit more, but you know, if they don't. Warp points. So we'll get back to that. We've got a poll. Do we want to keep the server running? Yes or no? Should we extend the time limit? Add rampant AI, which is the AI for the biters that makes them oh so mean. I'm an admin, so I can set an announcement. I can change the rank, and I have admin controls, and I have this one, which is so dangerous and breaks things all the time. But the other really big thing that they have added is 100% immunity to trains. So it's an exterminator-friendly map, basically. The other lovely thing they've added is these warp points, because we all know it's not a lot of fun to walk around the map. So, that's the train there. That's where I was standing and straight across the map back to home base. So, it does make tedious things like running around on multiplayer servers, which are a little bit slow at times. You know, a little bit quicker, a little bit more user-friendly. We want you to get on and we want you to have fun. We don't want you to have to go through the agony of having to run across the base, which we've had to do quite a few times. So, that's basically it for this video. The server's up. I have no idea how long the server's going to be running for. It might end up running for another week or so. I am looking at doing, hopefully, another live stream, starting from scratch, with probably these mods, maybe some extra ones to make it even harder. Because we're sort of at the stage where we just drive an artillery train out and just flatten everything, and then we walk over and claim the land. Which is sort of how it should be. But, yeah, that's sort of where we're up to. So, as I said, link for Discord is right in the middle of the screen right now. If you want to get on, come join the Discord server. No idea what the Nightbot command is, because I haven't rewritten it yet, but I will do shortly. It'll probably be something really, really hard, like !server and !mods to actually go download the mod pack, because it is modded. So you can either look at the map and then go download the mods standalone inside Factorio, or just drag and drop them in. It's really, really up to you guys. But that's about it for this video. Either way, look, I would love you guys to come join along, jump into Discord, grab the details. Also, if you're playing, I'd like you to join chat, even if you don't have a microphone. at least pop on and, you know, be able to hear what other people are having to say, and then type back like Vlad's doing right now. And I guess that's it for this one. So, thank you guys for watching. As always, hope you're enjoying the general channel content. And I really hope you come join us on the community server. Thanks for watching. Bye!